Hello everyone, I'm MCHammurabi and this is another Clash Royale video. So what's going on here is today I have been playing this new deck I built. I've been perfecting my Inferno Dragon deck. And this actually started out from a deck someone recommended with an Inferno Tower. I decided to go with the Inferno Dragon. So as you can see, it's a high elixir deck, but the idea is I've got a couple of zap bait cards in here and a couple fireball bait cards. So this covers, two things that can really destroy your push. So if you can get your opponent to throw a fireball away when they need it for something else, or a zap away when they need it for something else, there's going to be a lot of trouble. And with the mirror, it just basically doubles the trouble of whatever it happens to be. So yeah, you can look at this. If somebody fireballs that elixir collector, well, yeah, it's going to kind of hurt. But then when they wish they had that fireball for the 3 Muskies, well, things get a little rough. So I'm going to show a few replays with this, and then just for this video, for those on the stream, we will continue with some live battles. So let me go down. Had a few recent losses with it, but as you can see, I've done rather well with it. I'll go ahead and start with this one. I don't remember exactly how this one went, but we're going to watch it. Alright, so we're going to just go on here. So he's already getting ready to start with his Mega Minion. Of course, I'm going to start with the Elixir Collector. And I place it right in the middle just in case they have a miner. Then they have to take damage from both towers. He's going hard from the beginning, and I'm like, you know what? Since he just threw away all of his elixir, we're going to try to take it out with Muskies and build from there. So as you can see, those 3 Muskies just devastate that little push he had there. He did a lot of damage, though, in the meantime. That's just how this deck works. So we got to get a tank up front. Hog Rider's the best choice. Now we throw the Goblin Barrel as a distraction, but little does he know we have another one ready to go. And he has no zap to take it out either, so we're going to get some more damage on here. And now he has nothing to stop the Muskies. I think he put those guards out to defend the Muskies, but no such luck. So I wanted to put that P.E.K.K.A down, but we just could not pull it off. So I decided, you know what, we're going to skip a turn, play our Elixir Collector. And the way I play the Elixir Collector is I rely on the speed that it gives you your elixir back. Not the advantage it gives, but it's the speed that makes a bigger difference. So here we are once again making a new push, a fresh push, and things get interesting here. We're gonna get a few whacks on that tower, and then a few more from the wizard. Miner's gonna get taken out, or gonna take out the wizard there, and now he's trying again with this push. And I figure, I'm going to lose this tower, but we can't let up now. We're going to go hard. He hasn't shown me anything that can stop 3 Muskies, so that's why I'm definitely continuing to use them as... Sorry, I had to see my bald head there for a little bit. So, alright, 3 Muskies are going. We're going to drop a P.E.K.K.A right in front of him. And he's just sitting on his elixir. He's not sure what to do. Now, because of this, I figure we're going to need more power than this, so I drop another P.E.K.K.A just to protect those 3 Muskies, because we know what he wants to do. He wants to take them out, and we got to make sure that they're protected. As you can see, everything just gets ripped to shreds, and now he's got to worry about the Goblin Barrel, which he's ready to zap, but what good does it do? Too much damage in front of you. This deck is really hard to counter, but it does require being intelligent with how you play the cards and taking advantage of keeping them guessing. So we're going to keep it going here. Now this was a 3-0 slaughter here, so we're going to watch this. This was in 10-cent challenge, as I like to call it. So once again, we can see how this goes. So he starts with Elixir Collector. I start with one as well. Play it in the middle. I believe I play this next one in the right-hand corner, which turns out to not be the best move because it's too close. It's easy to hit with the poison. And I really should have known that. I just haven't played Mirror Elixir Collectors much. So, anyway, I dropped P.E.K.K.A. But the one nice thing about that, though, is it keeps that, because he's more worried about those Elixir Collectors, it keeps the poison away from the troops that are going to rip him apart. And I've already gotten some Elixir from those pumps. And he's got to sit here and figure out what he's really going to do about everything. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this Hog Rider up front. We get a Wizard behind just to help out a little more. I think I'm going to throw a couple Goblin Barrels for good measure, and this allows us to get a lot of damage on that tower. I don't recall that. No, I believe we do take it out because he only has that guy to do it. Wizard's dead, but those guys finish it off. Now I've got to defend against the Lumberjack and the Giant, which is usually pretty difficult, but the Inferno Dragon, I'm telling you, that is such a cool card, and I lucked out to get him out of my legendary chest. I was glad I waited patiently for that. So now he's not sure what to do. He's just sitting on a full Elixir bar. He finally plays his Elixir Collector. Me, I could have thrown a Hog Rider up front, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to play it smart and just, you know, keep on my game. Alright, so we're now in double Elixir time, which is always fun. So here, all I really have to do is defend intelligently, but I decide, you know what? I haven't seen anything that's going to take out these 3 Muskies other than poison. I play them right at the edge because and it worked out perfectly. I'm just used to where they put poison, and he wanted to get the tower. I knew I could get away with putting my 3 Muskies where he did. So now he plays another Elixir Collector, probably to protect his tower from the onslaught that's coming. I decide to double up on Inferno Dragons, which is just a pretty darn dirty move. There's not much you can do. He poisons, he's going to zap the Inferno Dragon, but he's got that, even if that had worked, he's got that Goblin Barrel that he now can't do anything about. Musketeers ripping things to shreds. And bam, done. So this deck is pretty powerful, as you can see. Let's see, what's another good battle that we had? Let's see, I'd like to do it like a regular... Nah, I guess we'll watch this one here. This was a really good battle, and yeah, it's not with CP3 Clash. It's in the clan here, or in the chat, but it's another guy named CP3. Here we go. This guy gets a pretty good drop on me. There's not much I can do about him right now. I kind of wish I'd have just dropped another Elixir Collector and just left it at that, but you know, and just tanked that Dark Knight. It would have sucked to take that damage, but he wouldn't have taken out the tower. And now I'm sitting on a full Elixir bar because I'm like, darn, I've got to play my cards out of order. This is not good. So I double up the Inferno Dragons. I'm like, you know, I've got to get my P.E.K.K.A. out. I have no choice. Again, I'm new to this deck, so I'm just trying to, you know, do something here. This ends up being a colossal failure, as you can already see. I mean, this part of it is, and I'm sure this guy's like, what is wrong with this guy? So he's going to kind of taunt me and say, well played, and that's fine. I guess I could have thrown the Goblin Barrel, but I figure, you know, I've got to get something that he's going to have to deal with, so I dropped my own 3 Musketeers, and we end up with 2 left, with the one with the most hit points up front. Throw the Goblin Barrel just to try to get some more damage. He's got a Mega Minion there, and sadly, yeah, that wasn't going to last. Yeah, CP3, I actually thought that it was you when this match started, but anyway... So this guy's probably feeling pretty good. He probably feels like he has my number, but he hasn't seen my real strategy yet. And of course, he has to do this. And I'm not playing with Zap in this deck either, which is a different thing for me. So I decided we got to get a little more damage done. Sadly, that's not really going to happen. We get a tiny bit, but you know, we've got a long ways to go. You can see the uphill battle we're facing here. We are down to just our King Tower. And we've got to be aggressive. We've got to play like there's no tomorrow, because there really is no tomorrow. So since I haven't seen anything that's going to take out 3 Muskies, we're definitely back to using 3 Muskies. I don't know why he dropped that Lumberjack out front, because that ended up working out just fine for us. Now he's in a lot of trouble, as you can see. P.E.K.K.A coming in hot. Goblins coming in hot. They weren't even necessary. We get the Hog Rider out. I think I drop an... I mirror the Hog Rider, because I figure, you know, we gotta go hard. That Inferno Dragon really... So this deck can come from behind for sure. You can't count it out. So anyway, that's my Inferno Dragon deck. I've done well, and yeah, I've done pretty well with it overall, but I'm still learning it. So if you guys want to try it out, please do so. Anyway, this is going to end the YouTube portion of this video. I actually am going to upload it this time. I'm working that while I'm streaming. But for those of you guys who want to watch the stream, please stay tuned. This video will be on YouTube probably in a couple hours. So anyway, I hope you guys like the deck. Comments, be sure to say what do you think about it. And if you try it out, let me know how it works. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. Again, I'm MCHammurabi, and happy clashing.